The time has come. Something slipped through this full moon, and almost no one noticed. And now, everyone is being affected. This is not your regular full moon, not even close. This full moon is about to peak soon, and no matter where you are, the energy is the same. A double portal is opened, and barely anyone is talking about it. One portal is intense enough, but two? That's an energetic traffic jam, and something big is pushing through. Because as this full moon rises, Venus Retrograde ends. And when that switch flips, something happens. And here's the wildest part. There's one specific group of people this full moon is secretly activating, and most of them have no idea what's happening. If you're watching this, you might be one of them. I'll explain exactly who later on and why it matters more than you think. So keep watching. But first, this pink moon, it's not what you think. It's hiding something, and it's about to get way weirder. This isn't astrology. This is a trapdoor to another version of you. So what does a double portal really mean? Not a metaphor, not poetry. We're talking about two major energetic systems colliding. On one hand, the pink full moon, named after wild flowers, symbols of rebirth, blooming soft chaos. But don't let the name fool you. This moon isn't soft. On the other hand, Venus Retrograde is ending. That's not just a shift in romance. It's a rupture. This portal is pulling up your deepest beliefs about love, worth, value, power, and rewiring them. But here's the twist. This only happens when two specific archetypes in the sky line up this way. And that alignment? It's rare. You're not just experiencing a full moon. You're standing inside a moment that rewrites your storyline without asking for permission. Some of you have already felt it. And if you think that's strange, wait until you hear what Venus is up to. She's not just waking up. She's tracking every move you've made. Venus has been moving in reverse for weeks. Quiet, hidden, watching. But now she's turning direct again. And with that shift, something sharp enters the air. Like a breath you didn't know you were holding. Like the universe just pressed resume on your heart. Venus governs love, desire, beauty, worth, not just in relationships, but in how you value yourself. And when she goes retrograde, all of that turns inward. We question our choices. We reevaluate what we've been chasing. We feel unsure, even in places that once felt solid. But now she's no longer looking backward. She's awake, and she remembers everything. If you've been playing games in love, if you've been making decisions out of ego or fear, you might feel exposed, uncomfortable, like the vibe suddenly changed, and you're not sure why. Because it did. Venus is no longer giving you space to fake it. But if you've been doing the work, if you've been patient, staying soft, choosing truth over drama, this energy is unlocking for you. Relationships that were in limbo, they'll either bloom or break now. No middle ground. Money patterns you've been dragging from your past, they're coming up to be dealt with. And that quiet voice inside you, the one that knows what you're worth, it's going to start speaking louder. Venus is the mirror, and this full moon is the light that hits it just right. You might feel pulled toward people you thought you were done with. You might realize what or who you really want. But this isn't about old stories. This is about reclaiming your value. And value right now is a currency that's about to multiply or disappear. Because while Venus stirs below, something much bigger is moving above, and it's no coincidence. Most people will fall for the illusion, but not you. There's something about this full moon that's deeply seductive. It's wrapped in beauty, bathed in softness, whispering comfort. But don't mistake that for safety. This moon isn't here to coddle anyone. This is a moon of mirrors. And what most people are seeing right now isn't real. You'll notice it. People becoming reactive, distracted, addicted to validation, scrolling endlessly, falling into loops of overthinking, anxiety masked as productivity, self-sabotage dressed up as control. They'll start chasing things they think they want, but those things are echoes. They're not real. The full moon lights the stage, but the real game is happening behind the curtain. This moon is triggering illusions about love, about worth, about success, and people who aren't tuned in will fall for the most convenient version of the truth. Watch how many will try to force outcomes right now. They'll reach out to people they shouldn't. They'll dig into drama that was already buried. They'll mistake urgency for intuition. But here's the secret. You're not supposed to chase. You're supposed to see. This moon is showing you who's still asleep by what they're clinging to. It's revealing what people believe they need and what they've been programmed to want. This is not a test of desire. It's a test of discernment. So if you're feeling tempted to act out, spiral, force, or fix, stop, sit still, observe. The people trying the hardest to control right now are the ones losing the most power. Because this moon has no patience for noise. It only speaks to those who are willing to listen. The sky is speaking in pulses again, and the timing is no accident. There's something brewing on the surface of the sun. A massive sunspot cluster has been growing, and it's facing Earth. Scientists have their models, but anyone tuned into energetic frequencies, you've probably already felt it. Here's what you need to know. Sunspots are volatile regions on the sun's surface. When they get active enough, they can explode, shooting out what we call solar flares. These flares aren't just visual events. They slam into Earth's magnetic field. They shift the frequency. They mess with tech, with satellites, and with you. People report feeling tired, dizzy, wired, emotional, and if you're spiritually sensitive, empathic, or just energetically aware, you're not imagining things. Your body is a receiver, and when the sun pulses, you absorb the broadcast. Solar flares don't just hit the Earth. They hit you, in your nervous system, in your dreams, in your intuition. Now here's where it gets wild. This flare activity, it's aligning exactly with the full moon. Not a day before, not a few days later, now. That means emotional highs, intuitive surges, sudden inspiration, or breakdown. It could feel like a rush of clarity or a pressure you can't explain. And what's even stranger, this isn't the first time this year a solar event has synced with a spiritual portal. Something is coordinating, something bigger than astrology. Don't just look at the moon, look at what's behind it, what's coming through it. Because if the moon is the lens, the sun might just be the projector, and it's about to show you something you haven't seen before. This moon doesn't respond to hope, it responds to certainty. You've probably heard the usual. Write it down, set intentions, visualize. But that's not what this energy wants. Not this time, not with this moon. This moon is not passive. This moon is not quiet. It's charged, and it wants clarity. Right now, you're magnetic, but you're not attracting what you want. You're attracting what you believe you are allowed to have. This isn't about scripting your dreams. It's about remembering that they were already yours. The things you say out loud right now hold serious power. Cutting ties, setting boundaries, speaking your truth, it all sends a ripple. And the moment you're honest with yourself, that's when alignment finds you. But here's the twist. This moon doesn't reward wishful thinking. It reacts to energetic declarations. You're not here to ask for love or success like it's a favor. You're here to stand in the energy of someone who already knows what they deserve and refuses to accept anything less. This moon doesn't ask you to prove anything. It asks you to stop pretending you're powerless. Venus, the planet of value, is amplifying all of it. So the way you speak to yourself right now is the way the universe responds to you. Are you hesitating? Or are you claiming what's already aligned? Are you chasing timelines that expired months ago? Or are you finally ready for the version of you that's been waiting behind the noise? You don't have to beg. You don't have to script. You just have to stop doubting that the things calling to you aren't already yours. Not everyone will feel it the same, but some signs are being dragged straight into the fire. This moon is ruled by Libra, which means balance, harmony, relationships, sure, but not in the soft, peaceful way you think. This isn't balance through peace, this is balance through reckoning. Libra placements, especially those with their sun, moon, or rising here, you're at the epicenter. This moon is tearing through any dynamic where you've been performing balance instead of embodying it. People-pleasing, gone, fake harmony, shattered. You're being pushed into situations that require you to choose yourself even if it disrupts everything around you. This moon isn't asking you to compromise, it's daring you to stop. Taurus placements, you're not off the hook either. Because while the full moon lights up Libra, Venus is waking up too. And for Taurus energy, that's a full-body shake. Your senses, your body, your nervous system, it's all buzzing right now. Some of you might feel physically unwell, overly stimulated, hypersensitive to noise, food, textures, people. It's not just in your head. You're being recalibrated. This is the moon that makes the invisible finally feel too loud to ignore. And let's be clear, everyone is affected. No one escapes a double portal, but these signs are being hit where it hurts and also where it heals. And for those who are brave enough to feel it fully, this moon will break the glass around a version of yourself you didn't even realize you were suppressing. Right now, something strange is happening. Lots of people, some of them logical, skeptical, even mocking of spirituality, are being pulled into something they can't explain. They're getting urges they've never had before. They are suddenly getting the urge to look into spirituality all of a sudden. Some of them have never burned incense. Some have never said the word frequency in their life. But suddenly they're drawn to stillness, or silence, or solitude. They feel like something is happening, but they don't have language for it. They might think they're losing it. They're not. They're awakening. This portal isn't about ego. It's not about having a spiritual resume. It doesn't care how long you've been meditating. It moves through readiness, not credentials. And here's the wild part. Some of the people being activated right now were the same ones who once laughed at all of this. But the portal isn't petty. It forgives. It invites. Even those who disrespected it, if they're ready, it opens. Spirituality doesn't require belief. It only requires willingness. So if you're here and you've been feeling a little off lately, if you've been questioning things you never used to question, don't ignore that. You're not making it up. You're not alone. If you're watching this right now, the portal already chose you. The moon isn't hiding the path, it's teaching you how to trust yourself in the dark. This portal doesn't come with a map. It comes with nudges, sudden impulses, quiet synchronicities, moments that seem random until they rearrange everything. You don't have the full plan right now because you're not meant to. This isn't about clarity, it's about courage. This moon is dissolving the myth that safety comes from certainty. It's asking you to stop waiting, to move even when it's foggy. If you hesitate, the portal closes. But if you move, even just one step, That's when everything begins to shift, not because you forced it, but because the version of you that's ready for it only shows up after the leap. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.